is not only for my school and college life, but also for my entire life. The tools, techniques, therapies, and ideas that I learn here will be utilized without fail. Fight is my right. I fight my fight. I can. Because I always believe I can. It's not over. Until I win. I promise. Today is May 7, 2021, and we have the online and direct format coming back after a span of 2 months. The last time when we had online and direct format was in the month of January, and now we are in the month of May, so we are again in the online and direct format. In the direct format, I have got Mitra, Vishnupriya, Muhammad Anas, Ashwataman, Siddhi Adityan, Hafiz, and Santosh. And in the online format, we have Balaji, Dakshit, Siddharth, and Kalpita. So, Dakshin, Kalpita in the online format will give me a suggestion as how is it going to be possible to conduct cultural fest when this is the mode of learning system today. Can both of you speak?
Sir, did you call my name or Dakshin?
Dakshin, unnoda name na.
Yes. Sir, can I go first, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, like we could do pretty much the same thing which we did earlier. I mean, most of it worked. Most of the things which we did earlier worked, sir. Unfortunately, some parts didn't work, like when Kiran got uh, ignored sometimes, but after that we rectified and we did pretty well, sir.
Fine, okay. So in that case, you can do it. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, initially I was supposed to cancel it. Kalpita, do you really think the kind of accuracy that you are thinking can be brought up?
Direct session, sir. As Lakshmana mentioned last time, we don't score the for period with students, sir. We are not able to include children. But this time when we were planning, sir, we thought of activity which will be played both in direct and online, sir. And the magnetic chair also it is like that. Sir. It also enhances the communication skill and we can able to interact with each other, sir.
Yeah, magnetic chair, I totally understand. That can be continued. So, okay, fine. So, we finished the class yesterday by having me giving a demonstration in my magnetic chair. So now, you administrators, that is Mitra, Vishnupriya, Kalpita, Darshit, can take over and connect with the magnetic chair. I'm going to put up a separate chair over here, which will be called as a magnetic chair. And they'll be looking at the web camera, and you can address it. Okay?
Yeah, so everything will be easy for online class, online members also. So first is completing this magnetic cycle. Then we let you know about the show me or show me. So that the same thing you have discussed. One each of everyone's cycle. So then Vishnu Priyaka's idea of guesses that is also possible. That's very communication. Then the one thing is we actually thought that protect the castle. I mean, right? Protect the castle. So that is the prisoner and very much like. I mean, that can be.
No, you have ample time. You have ample time. So you go ahead with it. As long as the cultural fest also conducts the activity that develops the communication skill and good talent of people, I'm very happy. So, yeah. So we go on with the blue chair. So there will be a blue chair, and that will be the magnetic chair. Oh, no, super color. That will be the magnetic chair. So, who have you planned to have as the first person?
The person who is to go first raise the hand, sir, and they can go, sir.
So, who wants to be in the magnetic chair first? Online members, the view is okay, right? So, without the glare and the is it okay?
Sir, it is okay.
It's okay.
Yes, sir, it's fine, sir.
Balaji, what is it?
SH Fine, sir.
Achhe.
Sir, when a contrast is right now, you have to
எல்லாம் ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சு நியூஸ் பேட்ச் பண்றோட சொல்லி I think it's okay. பக்கத்துல வந்து பார்த்தா தான் தெரியும். Right, so the first person to volunteer was Dakshin. Yes.
Sir, actually, I don't have my headphone right now, sir. So, like, I have some trouble in listening to what you're saying. May I leave and may I join with Dakshit, sir, in his device?
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Asadaman, take some language here.
All the best, Ashwin.
Kalpita, you go first and ask the question to Asadaman.
Okay, sir. So, Ashwin, you have been in Malaysia and now you are here. If you have a chance to go back to Malaysia, will you go there or would you rather stay here itself?
Nice question, sir.
Louder. They won't.
Nice question. I'll stay here itself, but if I get a chance, I'll go there as just a tourist, and I'll be staying here.
So he will only go as a tourist, and he says he will stay here. Okay, next question. Who is asking next question? Mr. Go.
So, Ashwataman, most of the times, so sir used to say that note the spelling and then send the message. So even today morning you made a mistake in Kalpitaka's spelling. You sent it different here. I even said that in the group. So why are you not noticing these type of mistakes that you committed while you're texting these type of mistakes?
Yes, that's a very nice question, and that's a very big dangerous thing that you are negligent of.
So, Akka, whenever I type things, it actually whenever I type things before I could send it the Google. Once I read, not change but suddenly the phone will automatically change to something I have noticed it many times, and now it's being more often. So while I send it, it does it usually and not many times you always send Skype only. Okay. So when you keep typing that often, it registers in that. So when you are typing KAL, normally your name will come. But why are you committing those mistakes? Okay, let us leave today's mistakes. But in other like for materials, then different, they are still making mistakes. Even yesterday I noticed you make two to three mistakes. Although there is autocorrect, you won't be, that will actually correct the spelling of things. So why are you committing and not actually focusing on the spellings of things and concepts? Actually, I still read books, but whenever I read, I couldn't get the correct meaning or the spellings of it more often because books that I'm reading has bigger meanings. So when this happens, I don't have small words like this more often. So I couldn't correct it.
Next question for Asadaman. Anas is asking the next question. Go.
If you get a mistake, how will you correct it? Even in a process? How will you correct it?
What I'll do is I'll actually ask excuse directly to the person and then try to
Dakshit is raising hand, and Balaji has raised the hand. So we will first ask Dakshit to ask the question.
So, Ashwataman, what is your biggest fear?
my biggest fear is being alone in the dark place.
And what is the step you are taking for overcoming that fear?
What I'm doing is I'm asking myself why should I ever fear like that to the dark and these steps make me calm me down, but not very much. But when I keep following it, it might go away.
Okay, fine. Balaji, you're next.
So, yeah, so your what you happen when you go to UC and ask you to type one paragraph in essay and you make some grammatical errors or letter errors. So, what is your solution for correcting those mistakes?
I also didn't get it.
யூஎஸ்ல போய் ஒரு பேராகிராஃப் எஸ்ஸே பண்ண சொன்னாங்கன்னா நீ மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணினா நீ என்ன பண்ணுவ கிராமட்டிக்கல் மிஸ்டேக் ஸ்பெல்லிங் எரர்ஸ்ல பண்ணினா அதை எப்படி நீ மேனேஜ் பண்ணுவ so same what I'll do is I'll go to the person and then I'll try correcting it through the same way that I said to Anas.
Okay. Now, I think it's Dakshin who is raising hand through Dakshin's terminal, right?
Sir.
Yeah, Dakshin, go.
So Ashwathaman, you have already told me and you have told everyone that you lived for some time in Malaysia. My question to you is, how different is your life in Pollachi from your life in Malaysia? Like, what are the new things that you have learned? What are the new things that you've experienced here? And do you feel your life here is better?
Nice question, Anna. So when you generally see in Malaysia, there'll not be many kids going outside. They'll stay in home. They'll do everything in their home and they won't come out much. So I don't get much to play. And rarely children come to park. And then many parents or old people come for walking in the park. Then only it's mainly being used for. That has more tourist places like bigger trampoline places or theme parks. It's almost everywhere. Many people visit. And then in most of the channels, TV channels, only fully religious and there's nothing much like fun or not many other cartoons like that.
Okay. Final question for Ashwathaman's magical share from Vishnupriya.
So Ashwathaman, my question to you is, well, we have subgroups for the activities which we have. We are in teams. We are asked everyone to give ideas. So after everyone says that this idea is enough, you should not change the conclusion. After saying that, you keep sending voice messages. What is the reason for that? Nice question. Answer பண்ணுடா.
எவ்வளவு ஷார்ப்பான கொஸ்டின் எவ்வளவு கூலா கேக்குறாங்க. Answer.
Okay. Akka, I always never mean to change the conclusion. Like what I mean is that I just say what is what I thought and that's what I keep on saying. But how I say it keeps on striking others different.
Okay. Right. So Ashwathaman did it very well. Good job. Thank you. Muhammad Anas is Rakshitoட பாஷையில சொன்னா முகமது அன்னாஸ். அன்னாஸ், come on அன்னாஸ். மூணு நாள் எனக்கு ஒண்ணும் புரியல. அப்புறம் எனக்கு ஏன் சொல்றா வரல சார் அன்னாஸ் தான் சார்.
All the best, Anna.
All the best அன்னாஸ். So anybody ask Mitra?
So Anna, this is a small comparison question based on your opinion, okay, from your perspective. So life that is coming to this MS class, when you were attending the class, life and attending the class after fasting and during fasting, that is after 14th April. So how do you feel while attending the class and are you feeling comfortable and relaxed?
Yes, I'm feeling comfortable because I will not drink any water till 6:30. But I myself and I will not drink water. I can survive without water for so that I am really comfortable.
Okay, Mitra had a question and Anas brilliantly answered. Now, Ashwathaman is waiting. So then, after Ashwathaman, it is Dakshit who will ask the question. Ashwathaman.
So, Anas, from your perspective now, if you ever get a chance to go to another country now, where will you go and go?
I will go for America because there are many things to learn in America. The statue, and there are lots of things to learn. And in American there will be very disciplined, and they will try to, because they will be telling that they should not put garbage in roads and drainages. That I will be learning.
Okay, good job. Nice. This guy is that. Oh, yeah.
Sir, no sir.
Any?
Sir, no sir.
No, sir. Dakshit, go.
Sir, actually it's Dakshin sir, but he also has a question, sir, but I'll go first.
Yeah.
So Anas, like you saw Dakshit probably yesterday. I think yesterday you saw him, and it's been just a day since you met him. So I'll just ask you about him. What do you think? What are your first impressions on Dakshit? It's been just one day, but still, you must have some conclusions drawn about him, right?
Dakshit Anna was always motivating, and if we did not score any goal, it's okay, like that. That is also a motivation. He did not become angry, and he gathered many points and he contributed for team.
Okay. Now Dakshit will ask the question and then Kalpita will ask the question.
Yes, sir. What did you find so special in MS evening sessions, and list your one of your favorite moments in the class?
In MS evening sessions, I learned lot of things and skills, and sometimes there will be some jokes, comedies like that. Whereas that moment we did many comedies and jokes. All of them will be laughing that moment. It's a moment.
ஏதாவது சார் இப்படி ஒரு தெரப்பி சொல்லி கொடுத்தாரு அதுதான் எனக்கு ஸ்பெஷல் அது சார்
It's not any movement.
மூமெண்ட் போட்காட் மூமெண்ட் கல்விதா
I know that you are good in both the sports, soccer and hockey. If you could play only one sport for the rest of your life, only one, which would it be? Would it be hockey or football? If you could play only one game for the rest of your life.
If you are supposed to go for playing only one sport for your entire lifetime, will you be choosing hockey or soccer or any other sport?
I will be choosing athletics because I like athletics very well, and I will do athletics very well. I'm trained in athletics, and mostly in this during fasting I did not go for ground for exercise. Otherwise I will go for athletics training. I like that.
Okay, so
Thanks.
right, that's a good answer. And Balaji.
So Anas, so you've been coming MS session for like nearly like a month. So in these activities, like you were been my teammate for most of the activities. So what you learn in that you are being in my teammate helps you to get motivate in this activity. So what is your opinion?
No. Okay, jokes apart. What Balaji is asking is, apart from all the sessions, which is that one particular session or a moment in which you felt very, very individually motivated? Am I right, Balaji?
Being in Balaji Nasty.
Okay. I know சொல்லிருக்கேன் ஆனா என்னன்னு கேட்கல சொல்லு.
Mostly all of them will be motivating all of them. If there is any goal or if anybody is doing the presentations well, even if they are doing any mistake in presentation also, they will be motivating. Uh,
பாலாஜி ஆமா
ஆமா ஆமா
Now, while in your team, all of them motivated me now. Ashwathaman, Vishnu, all of them motivated.
right.
well done.
Okay, now Sibi wanted to ask a question. Make it straight, eye to eye.
You are becoming a college officer.
எல்லா காலேஜும்
Manager in the future, in his job, office manager.
Some people were coming and give this land to us. The time you are giving or not? The students were
அனைவரும் சுல்தான் படம் பார்த்துருப்பான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். லேண்ட் வந்துட்டு கேட்பாங்க, லேண்ட் கொடுப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு. எப்படி அவன் லேண்ட் ப்ரோக்ராம்? சரி. You want to answer?
Yes, the students coming and asking.
இல்லடா நீ ஒரு ஜாப்ல இருக்கும்போது வந்துட்டு ஏதாவது இல்லீகலா வந்துட்டு லேண்ட் ப்ரொக்யூர்மென்ட் அப்படிங்கிற
Like crowding.
yes yes
I will not give that land and I will if they are scolding the college students and not leaving the study, I will complain to the police. If the police also did not take action, I will give to the collector. If the collector also not taking that as a serious, I can complain to the chief minister. Sir, I will be Manu like it. Petition. I will give petition to the chief minister. The chief minister will see that and will solve.
ஆமா அப்புறம் எல்லாரும் ஊர்ல அனாஸ் 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 அனாஸ்ம்பாங்க. இவர் அப்படியே வந்துட்டு மாசா நிற்பாரு. Good job. Well done, Anas.
Well done.
So Mitra volunteered, so she will take, and after that I want someone from the online format to take the magical chair. So now we will make a quick decision. After Mitra, who wants to go? Kalpita. Kalpita, there is a little bit of a concern in your audio. So when you are in the magical chair, make sure that you are properly audible. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, register your questions for Mitra's magical chair. Put your hand up and then we will go one by one. Vishnupriya.
So Mitra, I wanted to ask you this question as a master. What are the things that you hate from sir? Sir Donaldson.
What are the?
Things that she thing that she has said from you, sir, without knowing who she has. Okay, I haven't said one thing that I got in last magical sir, that also not anything.
Everybody has raised a question for raised hand for the question. So we will go with her hi-fi mate Kalpita. Kalpita.
Thank you, sir. I am going to tell you three or four describe the person just in 3 words. The first person is Vishnupriya, Rakshinanna, Please answer.
Kalpita, voice is completely not clear. Kalpita.
Sir, I'll make sure that it does not happen, sir, and I'll fix it.
No, it's a little bit better now. So maybe you can question.
Okay, sir. Next, I have 4 names. You have to describe the person just in 3 words. Vishnupriya, Rakshinanna, Hafiz, and
Sir, Vishnu Priyaka, Dakshinanna, sir, and one more thing, sir. About Vishnu Priyaka, I'll
Half
tell you.
is
Okay, now. So first, Vishnu Priyanka, very enthusiastic and energetic. Then Dakshinanna, talented, very talented. Then Hafiz, silent but a very good player, and he's really playing good in sports. A sportsman but a silent person. Sir, all rounder, all rounder. Sir, what am I now?
Alvida, did you get the answer for the question?
is
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Right. Dakshin or Dakshit?
Sir, Dakshit, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll continue after him.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, Mitra, do you find any difference in sir as a father and as a teacher?
Different. Sir will be in home now. Sir will be really soft to me, but not to others. He will be angry. But he would most of the time he would scold me, but most of the time he would be really soft with me. But in class, he's really strict that I'm only student and not his daughter. So that's the only difference I see.
Dakshin, does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Dakshin Siddharth.
Thank you, sir. So, Mitra, you have been a part of the MS Evening sessions right from its inception, right from day one you've been here. And it was in 2019, I guess. So, it's been almost 2 years. So, what differences do you find in the session and in yourself, both in the session and in yourself, right from day one, and compare day one with the current day? Like differences in the nature of the class, the nature of the friends, and the differences you find in yourself.
Okay. So very nice question, Anna. So first, I would like to speak about the nature of the class and the friendship. Now. So normally in school, I would have lot of fight, and the friendship will not go for a long. It won't be long lasting, and we would go for often. We would often start fighting now. But this is the place where I haven't fought with anyone now since day one. Since the person who joined first and who has approached sir for starting this class. From that person till today's latest joiner, I haven't fought with anyone. That's the first thing. Nature of the class. This class has met with everything now. Friendship. Then from sports activity till presentation, from skits to till hockey or football or anything now. From ghost stories till gossips, everything it has covered up now. And the third thing, the changes I have found in myself is the first ever change I recognized was now I'm not getting afraid now. It was March 29, 2019. It was about like 1 month since the class started. At that time, on the day I did not go for class because I had my examinations going on. So I was actually sitting this side where we had stacked up this chair. I was sitting there and studying, and my mom was near. I actually saw a big snake and I started shouting. At that time, that's the first recognition. Okay, I started shouting and I started crying. That's the first thing where I found that I am afraid of this snake and it is like a phobia. And later on, in May 2019, I saw the same thing, but I did not start crying. I was the one who identified. I approached near that particular animal and I informed her that it was that particular one. And the third and the final thing where I recognized that I have a huge change in myself in my mind was last month when there was a big event going in the neighborhood. I was still very strong and I did not even let my self confidence go down now. So the first ever change I have seen is I'm not getting afraid now. I'm not getting frightened or anything. And by doing the therapies, I'm having a stable and a strong mind now. So that's the first changes. And other things are communication now. The main thing is communication. Since 2019, I'm having different changes in communication, and those are all the effects in my school now.
Okay. Anybody else? Balaji has not raised his hand. Sudham.
So what is your ambition plan? Okay, Shataman. So since 2019, my ambition was to be a teacher. But when I got into this class, I got diverted into psychology. Then I had a lot of confusion breakup, pediatrician or psychology. The most admirable thing was the pediatrician first because I love cooking sweets, and that's why I now even from city till my little brother I have been loving them and I have taken care of them. So that's why I chose this field of pediatrician. Now at present I'm having the thinking of why can't I study both. So once I complete my MBBS, why can't I go for this MBA course and get into the field of psychology. So that's my thought now. But I have to consult with Sir.
That's a good one. Okay, so now we have Sibi Adithan and Mohammed Hafiz as the last questioners for Mitra. What is your future job?
Pediatrician and psychologist.
Sibi. He's asking how was she able to cook a delicious food for me, and how did she cook? Did she refer any recipe for making the cooking? That's the question by Sibi Adithan.
Once after my main hobby, that is reading books, my interest was to be in cooking. So from my childhood, I had read not. When I opened YouTube, it says so. In my history, you could only find most of the recipe videos. And that's why like I love cake. I love making it. But your aunt, right? She won't buy me maida and everything. She says that it is not healthy, and I don't bake cake. But last month I did it. So if you have interest towards a particular field, you will be able to make it, and your interest actually makes it the best one. So I had interest and
Good job.
thank you.
What is the funny moment that made you laugh very, very tough and very badly? First ever word spoken by Santosh in MS evening sessions.
There are a lot of moments like that, Santosh. But 2 days before, I saw a video of my childhood. Sir had the habit of he shoots a video in childhood of my elder brother and my younger brother. He synchronizes it with music. Okay, like anything. Like he did, like he does for courses. So he would do that. I swear that I enjoyed a lot 2 days before. So that's why that I found out in one particular video, I did not stop talking at all. I was talking constantly for 5 minutes. I think that must be the best moment I had. It was about my dream, and sir actually taught me about a technique that is having the reference about something. So you know beer, right? So for memorizing what it's, where it lives, that is its habitat and its children name and everything. Sir taught me a technique, and that was the most important moment where I started.
For the memory.
The பின்னாடி போர்ல போய் டீ குடிச்சிட்டு
Okay, so Mitra did a good job. Well done. So all the three members, Asutaman, Mohammed Anas and Mitra, did a real good job in Magic Chair. Now, Kalpita Sri volunteered for being the next Magical Chair contestant. And now, Kalpita is open for the questions. So, who in the direct form would like to ask the first question for Kalpita? Okay, so they are taking some time. So now, a mutual question. Yeah, you can wait. Do not waste time. So, somebody from the online, you can cross-functionally ask a question to Kalpita. Who's that? Dakshit or Dakshin?
Sir, me, sir.
Okay.
So, Kalpita, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's not the question which I was going to ask. So my question to you is, Kalpita, you have been a part of MS evening session since 2020. So what is the biggest thing? And when we talk about MS evening session, the biggest icon here is obviously our sir. So what is one thing which you learned from sir, and one quality which sir possesses which you would like to incorporate in yourself in order to make yourself a better person?
Okay, now nice question. Now I have two answers. Now the first thing I learned is to prioritize and schedule. Now Sir always says us to prioritize very well and have a proper schedule in order to make the day productive. So that is the first thing I learned now. And the one quality I would like to have from sir is I would like to be more creative now. Sir brings a lot of creativity in each and every activity he does. So I would like to be more creative than I am now.
Thank you, Kalpita. That's not only an answer for the question, but it has also been a compliment for me. Thank you. Next question. Is Dakshit having a question? Okay.
Sir, no.
Right. We'll wait and Mitra, your question to Kalpita.
So, Kalpita, you told you have many hobbies now. So, can you describe those and can you say that which now, that is on May 7th, 2021, which do you consider as a priority, the most important hobby of those of that list?
Nice question, Mr. My all-time favorite is reading books, Mr. So now I have started exploring lots of books regarding to psychology and also about subconscious mind, which I have already told you. So that is the main we have till now, Mitra.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now Muhammad Hafiz is posing a question to Kalpita.
Which sports you like?
Which is your favorite sport and why?
The most favorite sport is cricket because I have a lot of people around me who watch cricket and I was influenced by them. And then I started watching cricket, and after that I have realized how beautiful the game was. So that is my favorite game.
Super cow.
Thank you.
Next question for Kalpita. I have a question for you, Kalpita.
Okay.
Kalpita, there comes a moment, since it's a magical chair and you're supposed to speak only the truth, I would like to ask this question. There is one moment where Mridashri stops talking to you. Mitra stops talking to you. And the people whom you are considering the most valuable people in your life, they all are becoming judgmental and they are keeping a little away. Reason, you are becoming so popular and you have achieved something that is really, really dramatic in life, and all these people are considering that as a very aspirational one. Mitra is not a person who will stop talking because of that reason, but there is a misunderstanding between you and Mitra caused because of somebody else, and she has stopped talking to you. Mridashri stops talking to you. Yadushna also keeps a little bit of a distance, and people starts judging you, and for reasons unknown, people are really keeping you away, and you are no longer in the good books of these people. How would you handle the situation?
That would be the horrible moment of my life. And it would be
Sorry,
more. That would be the horrible moment of my life, sir. It
Okay.
would be difficult for me to handle, sir, but I would make them understand, sir. I'll try to make them understand that it was because of my hard work and lot of efforts that I'm here, sir. And most of the people would understand, but though the person who's not able to understand, that is the point where I realized that the person was not worth, sir. So I would just leave them, sir.
Right, right. That's a good answer, and that's a nice way of handling things. Okay. The next question is going to be from Balaji.
So Kalpita, so you have been teammate with a couple of number of times. So what is your learning with Mitra as a teammate?
Always lot of that I learned from Mitrana. The first thing is appreciating others. Na. Though the first do not respond, Mitra will keep on motivating and appreciating. Na. That is one thing. Na. And Mitra always believes her team members. Na. Though she is the captain, she wouldn't show off. So she'll be able to handle and manage the team members properly. Na. So that is my learning from Mitrana.
Thank you so much.
That's a good one. Any other questions for Kalpita? Okay. You have two more questions